Dana, overall not a bad day out there again today, but eyes are on the weekend where it's looking like some rain.
Absolutely. We're going to see some rain coming in this weekend, but this week overall kind of had something for everyone. We had some heat to start the week, cooler temperatures to end the week, sunshine, and then some rain coming for the weekend. But for today, a lot of people in Maine saw a lot of heat once again today. We tied the record in Concord today, and Augusta broke the record by 1 degree. But take a look, 85 in Freiburg, 80 in Lewiston, 78 in Bangor. Those are temperatures, again, much more suited for summer than October, but not everyone was able to get in on the heat. If you notice, right along the coast and in eastern Maine, temperatures not quite as high as the rest of the state, and there's two main reasons for that. One of them is the wind direction. So right now the speed isn't really important here, but what we're looking at is a sea breeze bringing air from over the water over land, which doesn't allow temperatures to get quite as high as they did inland. So that's the reason why the coast was a bit cooler today. But for eastern Maine, that has to do with a warm front that was situated to our north that brought some clouds in earlier today. They were able to get some sunshine later in the day, but weren't able to get up as high in terms of temperature. Now, all of us are going to be cooling down over the next couple of days because the pattern is starting to shift. This high pressure system that we've been talking about forever at this point is finally going to start to move offshore, which is going to allow this low pressure system and a cold front begin to move towards our state. Now, this cold front is going to come through over the weekend and is going to be enhanced by the remnants of Philippe. Now, this storm isn't going to be as intense as Lee, so the main concerns we're looking at over the weekend is a slight risk of flooding in some more flooding prone areas, but the wind speeds and the amount of rain isn't going to be as high as it was with Lee. Now, tomorrow we're going to start the day with some pretty widespread fog. This takes that sea breeze, so if you're going to be out and about in the morning, just be aware of any areas with some lower visibility. And then Friday is going to be a pretty cloudy day. We'll start to see some showers pop in the overnight hours, and then the weekend it's going to be pretty rainy, all things considered. So we'll start getting some of those bands of rain coming in around early Saturday morning. Right now, the heaviest rain is going to be around the mid-coast area, but overall it's going to be a pretty wet weekend for most of us. Now, I think most of us are going to see between 1 and 2 inches of rain. Like I said, some areas that are prone to flooding could see some localized flooding, but overall it's a pretty slight risk throughout most of the state as we go into the weekend. So seas right now 2 to 3 feet, water is 61 degrees. So for our 7-day forecast, we can really see the pattern starting to shift over the next couple of days. We'll start out tomorrow morning with some fog, and then temperatures are going to take a tumble as we go over the next couple of days, dropping down to below average this time of year. All eyes are on the weekend in terms of the amount of precipitation we're going to see. Heaviest rain, I think, Saturday overnight into Sunday. Again, some localized flooding possible. And then we'll start next week with some mostly cloudy skies and temperatures only in the upper 50s. So, Zach, we really went from summer to fall in a very short amount of time.
That we did, and perhaps a lazy fall weekend ahead for a lot of us.
Absolutely, an indoor one at that.
Thanks, Dana.